What's up guys, I am Musi Gamer and today I am doing a little video that I've never done before. I'm doing a little top 5 for Black Ops Call of Duty 3. The 5 things that I want to see in Black Ops Call of Duty 3 Zombies. Now if you don't know me, then you don't know that I'm an avid Zombies player. And being eager and oh so excited for the release of the 3rd installment of the Black Ops series, which I have very recently pre-ordered, including the season pass and the giant map. That's right, I'm on top of my game. I have been very excited for the release of the game, and so I thought what better way to express this excitement than to tell you guys the top 5 things that I want to see in the upcoming game. The Zombies mode specifically. I'm not a big multiplayer campaign player. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into the list with number 5. Which is that I would love to see some 8-player co-op zombies. Now I don't mean like Grief, how they have 8 players, like 4-on-4 teams playing against each other. That mode's kind of cool, but it would be nowhere near as cool as having 8 players cooperating, being a team, having a good time. That would be really awesome. And we all know that the huge maps that they have now, like Transit and like Mob of the Dead Origins, those maps are huge and they would perfectly fit 8 players already, and who knows how big they're going to get in Black Ops 3. There's not a doubt in my mind that 8 players could fit on the maps they're going to create, without a doubt. Maybe not make it a thing on every map that they're going to release, but maybe the bigger ones have it as a separate thing to where you can have maybe just a 4-player co-op game, and then maybe there's a different thing you can go to where it's a 8-player co-op game. I don't know, but I just think it would be really cool to see 8-player co-op zombies. Don't know if they'll do it, but I just think it'd be awesome. So number 4 now is the number we're on, in case you don't know how numbers work. This one's just, I thought it'd be kind of cool. I'd like to see maybe a map of ancient Egypt, or just Egypt in general, like that desert with like pyramids, that old awesome looking thing. I think that would be a really cool place to have a zombies map. We've already seen that they can make zombies maps of basically anything. They've had factory looking places like Doris, they've had battlefields with Origins, they even had that really exotic Shangri-La, like a rainforest type thing. And if they can do something like that, then why couldn't they do some awesome stuff like in Egypt where they have pyramids and deserts and just some crazy stuff, maybe just in a pyramid and then there's some outside portions. I think that'd be really cool. Everyone knows like the pyramids, they've got really complex pathways, mazes, they even got booby traps and all that stuff. I just think it'd be cool. I mean, think about it. This ancient Egypt map could also have like a zombie boss, like how Mob of the Dead has Brutus and Origins has the Panzer Soldat. It could have like some zombified pharaoh or mummy or something awesome like that. I just think it'd be really cool. And who knows, maybe they will, maybe they won't, I don't know. But that's number 4. Now to number 3. Now this is something that personally I loved in the map Verruckt, and that is the separation at the beginning. Now if you don't know, Verruckt is a zombies map where at the very beginning when you start off, if you're playing with 4 people, then 2 people are going to be on one side of this door that can't be opened until the power is on, and then 2 people will be on the other side, and they can't get through that door. They're just stuck with the other person on the other side of the door. So it's 2 on one side, 2 on the other. It's just really cool to have that separation going, because no other zombies map has done that since. I always thought it was a really interesting idea. Maybe bring it back in the new zombies, maybe at the beginning have them separated like in Verruckt, or maybe like every now and then have some kind of special round maybe where the team is separated into the 2 and 2 little groups going on. I just think it's really cool because it allows for more teamwork, more communication, especially with the person you're paired with, but also with the other 2 to make sure they're doing okay. And I just think it's a really fun map, Verruckt is, just for that reason, and I think it'd be awesome if they brought it back in a really cool way in Black Ops 3 Zombies. And anyways, on to number 2. Number 2 is something that kind of ties back in with the ancient Egypt thing, but we all seen hopefully the giant zombies map trailer where basically time travel is proven a thing. Well, technically time travel is a thing, but they've never really used it extensively before. But I just think now that they can literally go anywhere with the zombie story as far as the 4 first main characters go, they could do whatever they wanted. If they really wanted to, they could have some crazy maps. Like I said, maybe some ancient Egypt type stuff going on, and maybe like how they had in Origins, that story of how they had the Knights of Templar, I forget what they're called, Templar Knights, whatever it is. Maybe they could go back and have like a Knights in Shining Armor zombies type thing. That'd be kind of cool back in the really olden days. And then of course have all the same weapons though, like 115 displacement, how they have that going on in the story. Who knows what that could do? Just bring back all the weapons weapons into the past. But anyways, before I get down to number 1, I'd like to add an honorable mention. Now, this is just a little personal thing that I've always wanted to be in Zombies ever since I first played it, and first played the little Easter egg song in Kino der Toten. I've just always thought that the song Achilles' Last Stand by Led Zeppelin would be the coolest song to have in any Zombies map ever. Now, I know that's pretty much impossible because Led Zeppelin is a band that is very notorious for being very stingy and very picky about when, where, and who, and how, just how their music is used in different places and by different people. And so I know it'd be very difficult to ever get Led Zeppelin to agree to that. But I just think it would be perfect because the tone is perfect. It's like this heavy song. It's Achilles' Last Stand. It's got Last Stand in the title, and that's basically what Zombies in. Your last stand until you just die. It's got such a driving rhythm, and it'd be so cool, but I know it's not really possible, but I just always love that song. I always play it when I'm getting really pumped into Zombies, and I just play that song. If you don't know that song, I definitely recommend going to listen to it. It is an amazing song, and try playing that song while you're like on a high round, and tell me you just don't get the most pumped of feelings that you've ever gotten in Zombies. Anyways, let's now go down to the number 1. And this, in my honest opinion, is probably the most important. I just want them, no matter what happens, I want them to always keep the basic zombie formula. Like, never change that formula too much. They've pretty much got it perfected by now. They don't need to make any massive changes to it now. It's pretty much old as it is. We all seen with Transit, they kind of tried too much at once. They tried implementing too many different things all at one time, and it didn't work out so well. They had the bus, they had all the fog, the little denizens. They threw in all sorts of stuff that changed the zombie way of gameplay a bit too much to make it still Zombies. Like, it's still Zombies, of course. It's still, the zombies are chasing you, all that good stuff. But it doesn't give you that classic Zombies feel like they did with the later map, Die Rise and onward. You start to get that Zombies feeling back, especially with Mob of the Dead, Origins, Buried, all those maps. You start to feel like, oh yeah, now this is how Zombies should be. So basically, I just really don't want them to change that basic laid out formula too much. It's great as it is. It doesn't need that many changes. Maybe just add in a few things here and there like they did, like I said, with Origins or Mob of the Dead, how they just added some small things like zombie bosses, and with Origins they had the little staffs. That doesn't change the gameplay too much. It actually just makes it cooler because that's more stuff to work with, more options to go with, and then more difficulty with like the zombie bosses. That's my top 5 of the things I want to see in Black Ops 3 Zombies. If you agree or if you don't agree, let me know in the comments. We can discuss the things we do and don't want to see in Zombies down below. And don't think that I'm gonna start doing this type of top 5 stuff. I know a lot of people already do it. I was just wanting to throw my 2 cents in on this subject. Probably not gonna do many, if any at all, in the future of these. Maybe when Black Ops 3 comes out I'll do a bit more, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm Musi Gamer, and I will see you in the future. Goodbye now.